Good day, everyone. Today, we have an interesting lesson because we will be discussing the circulatory system. Are you ready, kids? For today's lesson, we will have the following objectives. You will name the four chambers of the heart. You will trace how blood flows in the circulatory system. What you see right now is the diagram of the human circulatory system. It seems the diagram is too much for you. Don't worry, because we will only focus on the important parts that you need to learn about the circulatory system: the heart, the blood vessels, and the blood itself. Of course, we will also show how the lungs and the rest of the body are involved. We can simplify that diagram with this model. We now have a simpler representation of the circulatory system. This is the circulatory model. Everything I mentioned earlier are well represented in this model, right? Okay, so this time, you will be introduced to the parts of the circulatory model. Let's watch this video about the circulatory model. Now for our first task, let's try to identify the four chambers of the heart using the model. You can see that there are four chambers as stated in the video. The upper chambers are the left and right atrium, while the bottom chambers are the left and right ventricle. You would notice that the left atrium and left ventricle are on your right side, while the right atrium and right ventricle are on your left. This is because the heart is facing you. So try locating on the heart the following chambers that are labeled in the model. You can download the worksheet for this task. Now that you know the chambers of the heart, let's watch this video so we can clearly see how the liquid that represents the blood moves when the heart pumps. Did you like the video? Now that you have seen how blood moves when the heart pumps, try tracing the path of blood in this model. If you have the printed copy of the circulatory model, draw small arrows on the tubes to show the movement of blood between the heart and the lungs, and between the heart and the rest of the body. You can download the worksheet for this task. This time, try to make cutouts of these terms. Right ventricle, right atrium, left atrium, left ventricle, lungs, and body using cartolina or used bond paper. Using these cutouts, make a flow diagram so that you have a single path where blood circulates. Do not forget to put arrows in between the cutouts because these arrows will tell the direction of blood flow. You can download the worksheet for this task. Now this time, let's go to this diagram of the human circulatory system. Using your flow diagram, try now to trace the flow of blood by drawing small arrows inside the blood vessels. Let's all start at the left ventricle until you reach the left atrium. You can download the worksheet for this task. After you have done the following tasks, submit it to your teacher for checking. Copies of the worksheets can be downloaded or provided by your teacher. You can take a picture of your answer so you can send it to your teacher.